Into the month of March, and a lot of folks are going to be wanting to get out and enjoy the great outdoors. Probably did in February a little bit, but you know what? With all that in mind, it's time to set the hook with Pat Rose. How are you been?
I've been good, brother. Good to see you. I'm glad you wore that tie, man. We need to get a close-up.
I like that fishing tie.
It's time. It's time. We've had some beautiful weather.
Boy, February is warm.
Man, listen to this. Water temp 65. It's back down to 55 now. You said there was a cold front coming in, so it'll get lower than that. But during that time, when that water was 65 degrees, these fish went crazy. You would see posts on Facebook of big giant bass, 12, 13 pounds.
Lunkers.
13 pounds. What are they chasing? They're chasing baits like this. You can call it an Alabama rig. You can call it a Tennessee rig. Call it whatever you want to, but get you one. Get you one.
Now, folks just starting to fish, what do you do with that?
Chunk it. Chunk it as far as you can throw it and reel it in. They think it's a school of bait.
So you reel it in with a good consistency.
A good consistency.
Do you let it sink any?
If you want to, it's up to you. It's how you feel. It's like golf clubs, however you feel. But got to have one of those. Go out and get you one. Whatever, Tennessee, Alabama, whatever rig. And as always, and I caught a 9-pound 4-ounce in a tournament with a rattle trap. You've got to have your rattle trap. Now something's going on because they're catching big bass on crawfish colored rattle traps, man, tearing them up. Now, as the season rolls on and it gets warmer, go to your shad color rattle trap.
But
shad
early,
colored crankbaits. Yeah, early. Still got some time for this. And hear that? Oh yeah, man, crankbaits, you got to have them.
And some of the fish are full of eggs, right?
Exactly. Right now, you know, they're post-spawn. They're probably not even thinking about post-spawn up here. In Florida, they're probably already on the beds. But post-spawn, they're running around trying to feed, so when they go, you know, have them fry, lay them eggs, whatever, and the guys got to hang out and fan the bait and all that, they'll come back out and eat then. That's another good opportunity as well. Yeah.
So the next 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to use those type of baits, but you got something here that you like,
well,
isn't
you
it?
know what? And you could go smaller than this right here. You can go a smaller size than this right here in crankbait. Again, same color, crawfish. And when it warms up, go to your shad colors.
Now that one will dive a little bit.
That one will dive a little bit. It's got that bill on the front, so it will dive 10 to 15 feet on the particular one right here.
Now we talked about baits, but you kind of like this lightweight rod, and it's great to have a lightweight rod.
You know what? 6'8", medium heavy, ducket fishing. It's new. It's the black ice. Normally when you're on the water, you're looking at rods and you're seeing white rods everywhere. They took it, made it a little funkier, gave it the black rod with a little bit of white here, but let me tell you something, 6'8" for them crankbaits, for them, when I say crankbaits, square bill, stuff that you can throw just like a spinner bait, for spinner baits, for swim baits, and that is the new 400 series 7-to-3 ratio ducket fishing reel as well. That combo right there, you cannot beat it. You cannot beat it.
Now talking Chickamauga and Nickajack, okay, we had that warm weather in February. In March, we're going to cool down a little bit. Will that affect the fish just a little bit?
You know, it'll slow them down. You'll have to look for them more, but still go back to that. That is the miracle bait, man. I'm telling you what, when it gets cold, they're on it. They're on it. Because, again, they think it's schooling bait fish.
And use this color?
Any color you want.
Oh, okay.
Any color you want. You know, I like that color because you can see it from a far distance. You know what I mean? If you see that going, if fish sees that here, they come, man. They're going to bust.
Got another question for you. Since we had all that rain, and I know the rivers and creeks have been swollen a little bit, and the water levels have been up, does that have a difference or make a difference in what we're trying to do over the next several weeks?
All right. For me, I think it does because you got a lot of dirty water. You go around Moccasin Bend, you'll see all that nasty water.
You want
out
clean
there.
water, don't you?
That's what I was going to say, man. Find it. Get out and look for it. Make a boat run. Go here, go there. You got to find some clean water.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't miss him. Pat Rose, what do you do?
Set the Hook with Pat Rose every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN 105.1 The Zone.
Sounds good. We'll see you.